This is the new Olight Baldr S. Let's get into it. Included in the box is the light, the charging cable, a user manual, and a 1913 rail adapter with replacement screws and Allen wrench. Alright, now before I get into the video, I wanted to mention that Olight is having a Christmas sale on these from now until the 19th. And you can get this guy, the Baldr S, for just $88. That is a huge discount from the original price of $130. And during that sale, you can also get this guy, the i3E EOS, in this cool Christmas color scheme for completely free. And Olight has also just came out with this guy. This is the new Swivel Pro. And I wanted to show off a couple awesome features about this before we get into the main video. This is a super durable work light, and it's got some really cool features. Mainly the two different light output modes. You have the main work light up front right here, but you also have a nice little flashlight there. You see this turns on, you can just easily swap it between the two by holding the switch. And right here you can also see this little battery indicator it's got on the back that shows you how much charge is left in it. It folds out and it'll stand up like that. This also swivels 150 degrees. It's got a carabiner style clip right here, magnets around it, really strong neodymium magnets, as well as a tripod mount down below. Uses a USB-C charger, and it has a maximum output of 1,100 lumens. That's a lot of lumens in a work light, and that'll make working on any project a whole lot easier. So this is part of the Christmas sale too. This is going for $49.99 instead of the original $65 price point. So if you're interested in any of these things, definitely go ahead and click the link in the description to check out the sale. Now, if you miss the sale, you can still get 10% off anything on the store using the coupon code APARMS, and I'll also leave that in the description. So anyway guys, let's get back to the video. So starting at the front of the light, we have the lens here, and around it is this really nice black bezel. And you can see that there's a smooth reflector and a crystal clear lens. Now you can also see that little hole in the reflector, and that is actually the laser emitter. On other lights, it might be mounted on the bottom or maybe the side as an external unit, but on the Olight, it's contained inside the main body and it projects through the main lens on the front. Moving back up top, you can see you have your mount. Now this does have the QD lever, and it makes it really straightforward and easy to mount it to a gun. Also, this has the glide lock feature, so if I unlock the lever, you can move this forward and backward, and there's a lot of adjustability there. And that makes sure that you can mount it to pretty much any pistol you want to put it on. And up top, you can see it comes fitted with the Glock rail adapter. You can see it says GL on the top there. That is obviously for Glock pistols, but for generation 1 through 4. For those handguns, the slot on the rail is slightly slimmer than a full 1913 rail adapter, meaning that you need a smaller adapter to be able to fit it there. But if you want to use this on any other guns, you definitely need to swap out that rail adapter to the 1913 one. If you use this without swapping it out, there will be some forward and backward play because the adapter is too small. Another thing worth mentioning is right here you do have a flathead screwdriver slot, and that allows you to adjust the tension on the quick detach mount. Out of the box it fits mine perfectly, but it might not fit yours. So you can loosen or tighten it here and you can get the perfect fitment. Below that you can see your adjustment screws for the laser. The one on the left is left and right, and the one on the right is up and down. And that's how you sight in that laser to get the accuracy spot on. On the bottom you have your magnetic charging port. And this is how you charge the light. And it's really convenient that they put this on the bottom so you don't need to remove it from your weapon to charge it. And the charger does have a charging status LED built into it. It lights up red when it is charging, and it will light up green when it is fully charged. Another thing worth mentioning about the charger is that you can see it says special on the bottom here. This is a different charger than a lot of their other ones. It is actually reversed polarity. So if you already have another Olight product and the charger doesn't say special, it is not going to work. Moving further back, you can see you have your main mode selection switch. And you move this switch side to side to select which different modes you want to be in. More on that later. Back on the right side, you do have this little dot here, and that's actually a battery low indicator. So whenever the battery gets low, it's going to light up red. And then all the way on the back, you have your two side-mounted switches. And these are your main switches for using this light. And something that I noticed, this is a limited edition OD green color, and the two plastic switches are color matched to the actual body. Even the little rubber bumper underneath the switch is also color matched. That's crazy attention to detail. Alright, and here I wanted to show the difference in size between the Baldr S and basically the standard weapon light that most people go to. This is a Streamlight TLR1HL, and it's one of the most popular, if not the most popular weapon lights. And this is a full-size light, whereas this is a compact. So I wanted to show a bit of the differences there. From the side view, you can see that the height is really similar. If we go around to the front, you can see just how big the lens is on that Streamlight compared to the Baldr S. And from the top down view, you can see just how tiny this light really is. It's a good inch shorter than the Streamlight, meaning that this will fit on a lot of compact guns that this won't. And I do have a clear lens protector on the front of this, but that doesn't really add much to the size at all. Alright, so let's go over a few of the specs of this light. This does have two different modes, low and high mode. And in low mode, it's got an output of 100 lumens. When you switch over to high mode, it turns into 800 lumens. And using that low mode without the laser turned on, it's going to run for 140 minutes straight. When you do use the laser with the light, it runs for 90 minutes straight. In high mode, it's going to run at that 800 lumens for 1 minute straight. After that, it'll swap down to 37% of the original power and run for an additional 39 minutes. If you activate the laser with the light, that cuts down to 32 minutes. Not a big difference there. This has a maximum throw of 130 meters. For anyone who's interested, the laser also has a wavelength of 510 to 530 nanometers. That's what gives it that bright green color. The light also has a maximum throw of 130 meters. Going into the size and weight, has a length of 2.48 inches, a width of 1.28, and a height of 1.4, and it weighs 3.35 ounces. It is also Ipx4 Waterproof, and it has a 1 meter drop test rating. So let's go ahead and get this mounted up, and then I'll show you how it works. Alright, and here I have my Glock 19, and when you're handling any kind of firearm, you gotta first make sure that it is fully unloaded and safe. So, magazine out, nothing in the chamber. Alright, and then all you're going to do is you're going to bring this over the rail and lock it on. And that's it, it's super easy. And I also wanted to show that glide lock feature again, so if I loosen this, I can move it all the way back if I wanted to, or I can just bring it up a bit. But I prefer even with the front there. So, going over how to use this light. First, we're going to push this all the way over to the left, and you can see that is for light only. So now if I hit either of the side switches, it's going to activate the light. Now this does have those two different modes. So you can see that is low mode, or I can double tap it and that'll bring it into high mode. Now this also has momentary and constant on. So if I just hit the switch and let it go, it turns to constant on, and I can hit the switch again to turn it off. But if you hold the switch, whenever you let it go, it will turn off the light. Also, the light remembers what mode it's in, so if you leave it in high mode, it will be in high mode. Or if you leave it in low mode, it'll be in low mode. 800 lumens is a lot of light. And if you're in your house after you just got woken up, that'll probably blind you. So keeping it in that low mode will prevent you from being blinded when it bounces off a wall. Now if we switch it over into the middle position, you can see that is light and laser. And hitting the button again, you can see that both of them turn on. And it works exactly the same. You have the constant on, you also have the momentary on, and you can change the brightness mode. And then if we push it all the way over to the right, you can see that it's just laser only. So now when I hit the switch, the laser comes on. And there are no different brightness modes for the laser, just the one. But it does still use the constant on or the momentary on. Really straightforward. And what's worth mentioning is how bright that laser is. That's super visible even in daytime. But once we do the night test, we'll see even more how bright this is. So speaking of that night test, let's go ahead and get this guy outside at night and see how it does. So here we are at night with the Baldr S. Let's go ahead and put it in low mode with the light only. Here we go. Alright, you can see just how usable that low mode is. It's only 100 lumens, but it still works really well and would be perfect for indoors. Let's go ahead and swap it to high mode. Alright, wow, you can see just how bright that 800 lumens is. That's really impressive out of a light this size. Alright, and in high mode, you can really see that beam shape. You can see it's got a good hot spot with a really nice wide spill around it. Alright, let's swap it over to light and laser in low mode to start out with. Alright, and there you can see just how bright the laser is. It's so visible even with that beam turned on. And then swapping into high mode. Alright, you can see that even in high mode, there is no issue spotting that green laser. Alright, then I'm going to swap to laser only. Alright, and wow, that laser is extremely bright. Now with that beam turned off, you can see just how crazy bright the green laser is. Alright, and getting in my overall opinions, I really like this light a lot. It's got that nice compact size, it'll fit on any gun, and it's plenty powerful. So if you like the video, be sure to hit like, subscribe if you want to see more. Definitely check out this sale. It runs through the 19th, and you can get this light for a super good deal. And even if you missed the sale, you can still get 10% off anything on the web store besides the X9R using the coupon code APARMS. And that link is in the description. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.